Free driver education to help you ace your driving test. Trubicars.
Hello everyone, this is Mandeep again from Trubicars. So in this video we are in Kitchener-Waterloo area, and we will practice more left-right turns, cover some of the driving rules. So if you're going for your J2 driving test in Ontario, this video is going to help you out. Now, right now we are in Walmart parking lot, and we're just gonna exit from this parking lot. We turn right onto the street, and then we will do some left turns as well. Now, driving in a parking lot, it is part of your driving test. Okay, so make sure you understand the rules of the parking lots, and you know, maintaining in a proper lane, staying in a proper lane, and basically, you know, yielding to other vehicles, pedestrians and everything, and a proper speed as well. So let's get started. So we're just gonna exit from this parking spot. So I have my car in reverse, and there is traffic behind me, so I'm just waiting for the traffic to clear. And the back end of the car will be going to the right hand side, so I will signal right. I'm checking on both sides, and I'm going to release the brake now. As I go back, I'm still checking on both sides to make sure it's still clear. Parking lots, you know, things change very quick. Okay, so it's good now, and we are going to the left side. So I got my left signal on, checking on both sides, left shoulder check as well. As I said before, parking lots, you have to stay in the proper lane, right? So we are treat the parking lots like a two-way street, so that's why we are staying in the right hand lane. Stop sign here, so complete stop, and we're gonna be turning right. And there's another stop sign here, and we will turn right again. Now this is like an imaginary stop sign. So some of the parking lots, they do not have a stop sign, but consider that as an imaginary stop sign. So you come to a complete stop before the sidewalk, and then you creep forward to look at the traffic. Now there was a sign indicating this is a one-way street, so all the traffic is going in this direction. Okay, so now it looks clear, and we're gonna be turning in the right lane first. Okay, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why it's moving very slow. Okay, so we're just gonna actually turn left on this one. So signal, shoulder check, change lane to the left, and we are turning left onto this intersection here. Light is green, no pedestrian crossing, and now we are going from one way to a two-way street. On the next intersection, we will practice right turns. Now I just want to show you one thing. So here on the right hand side, we have first we have a sign for the railway tracks, and then we have another sign on this light. If you notice, there is a sign indicating no right hand turn. Why? Because it's a one-way street going to the left. So you always want to read all the signs. So we have a crosswalk here, so I'm covering my brake, checking on both sides, and let's turn left at stop sign. So there is a stop sign coming up, and sorry, not left, we will go right at stop sign. So when you're about 30 meters from the intersection, that's when you will put the your signal on. And this stop sign, it's a one-way stop sign, so complete stop before the stop line. And there's no pedestrians here, and there's no other vehicles, so that means we are good to go. On this traffic light, we can turn left. So left signal, shoulder check, and changing lane to the left. This is King Street. So again, we are in Kitchener-Waterloo area. If you are, if you're looking for driving lessons, we work with the best driving schools all over Ontario. So book your driving lessons, go to trubicars.ca and book your driving lessons. So light is green, we are going in the intersection, there's no more oncoming traffic, there's no pedestrian crossing. That means we can clear the intersection. Keeping the car closer to the yellow line. Someone is doing peddler parking here, so I just have to be careful, because sometimes they can come into your lane without checking. So that's why you always want to be careful. So we have a green light here. There's car on the right hand side, so I'm checking everything. And this intersection we will be turning right, so I'm going to signal right, and I'm going to do a right shoulder check to make sure there's no cyclist and pedestrians in the right hand lane, because there was a bicycle lane, right? So that's why before you turn right, you have to do a shoulder check to make sure it's clear. This traffic light we will be turning left, so I have my left signal on. I can do shoulder check here. Sometimes the shoulder checks are optional, but it's I think it's still a good idea if you do it anyways, because that will establish a habit, right? So that's how you get into the habit of doing shoulder check every time you're moving more than a meter. So no oncoming traffic and no pedestrians, so that means we can complete our left hand turn. On this street on the right hand side, we have a bicycle lane. When the line is a solid white line, you're not allowed to go in the bicycle lane. Before the intersections, on some of the intersection, the line actually changes to a broken white. That means you can enter in the bicycle lane at that time. So let's practice another left turn here. So left signal on, and we are already in the left lane, so I'm going to go in the intersection. Now there is a pedestrian crossing, so I just have to stay here, and I'm keeping my car straight, my tires, front tires straight, and I'm checking at the traffic light. I'm still looking for oncoming traffic. No oncoming traffic. Pedestrian has crossed, so that means I can clear the intersection now. I'm slowing down for this pedestrian, checking on both sides again, looking in my rear view mirror here for traffic behind me. So you always want to be aware of traffic around your vehicle. So every couple seconds you should be checking your mirrors. On the next traffic lights, we will turn right. So in your driving test, make sure you have both hands on the steering wheel. Don't just drive with one hand. Keep your hands at 9 and 3 o'clock hand position. So this traffic light, we will be turning right. So I'm going to put the signal on, shoulder check, change lane to the right. Light is red, so I'm going to stop here before the stop line. Now you're allowed to turn right on a red light as long as there's no prohibited sign, and if it's it's safe to do. So right now there's no on this intersection, there's no prohibited sign that you can't turn right on a red. Now there is a pedestrian on my left hand side. I'm just checking if he wants to cross or not. Looks like he's waiting, so he doesn't want to cross. And the light has also changed. Actually, it's already red on that side, and now we got green light here. And there's right shoulder check. There's no pedestrians, so that means we can complete our right hand turn. So check out some of the other videos as well. This time the light was already green, but we have done a lot of other videos where we show you how you can turn right on a red light. We can practice on this one, so let's go right on this one. So complete stop here. Same thing, there's no prohibited sign. I'm checking. Right blind spot check, and it looks clear, so that means we can turn right on a red light. Now there is a parked vehicle, so I can signal around, signal, shoulder check. There's also a pedestrian, so I was extra careful, and we will be turning left. Now there was a sign on the right hand side showing you cannot go right on this street. Why? Because it's a one-way street on this side. Okay, on the left hand side it's a two-way street, but on the right hand side here it's a one-way street. So pedestrian has crossed, and now I'm going to move forward, checking traffic on both sides. Looks clear, and now we can go. All right, so yellow sign on the right hand side indicating railway tracks, and speed limit sign, maximum 40 kilometers. On railway tracks, you want to cover your brakes, slow down a little bit, check on both sides. Another sign on the right hand side showing school area. Speed limit sign again. I'm looking at my speed, I'm looking in my rear view mirror.
Free driver education to help you ace your driving test. Trubicars.